You know why?
Why?
It's a free world. All you have to do
Let's play the game.
Ooh.
Hello, you guys. Welcome to another exciting episode. Feel it real fun for you on the 4th of November, 2022.
That is the rightness.
And it's your manifesting questions answered live. I'm just checking if 20 did his job.
20 is amazing today.
Yes, he did.
Don't play hard to get.
As in, put the title
Yes.
for each person's
Yes, he
question.
did. Oh, yeah. Yo,
Hello, Heather.
Triple D Heather has entered the building.
So, go to easymanifestingmethods.com.
That's right. That's where the freebies are.
Join our 90-day adventure at manifestingmasterycourse.com.
By the way, if you want to find out why it hasn't been working for you or working with you like it does for us and all that good shit, here's the big thing, right? You got to nail the whys first. I know all the hows. Why isn't it working for me? That's just it. You have to explore the whys, and that's what we do. Mary, Triple D, Coral, Triple D, welcome
And
to the show.
Joe,
Yo, Joe, Triple D, Joe.
And for refunds, visit our YouTube channel, feelitrealfun.com.
That is the rightness, everyone. Set it shall prevail, including Dark Mockery is
Yes.
here in the building from Triple D, Lisa, and LaRock.
Hello, Lisa.
Triple D people. Maggie, Triple D people. Can you tell the cool kids are here? Andrew Villanueva.
Andrew Villanueva.
Unca. You know, I'm to the point now where my mind just melts. Like, you all have either done it or you will have done it already.
That's
So,
right.
Victoria,
Yeah.
Olive, welcome to the show.
Hello, Oliver.
All right, so shall we, Victoria, dive in quickly?
Quickly. We're going to dive in quickly
No dicking around.
with DJ in MM.
Guys, yo, showtime.
So, DJ from Manifesting Mastery, afraid of speed bumps.
Oh, my God. Sooner or later, love is going to get you.
Is it?
Sooner
Is that
or
what it's
later.
about?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? You've read the question.
I'm like a spiritual man with Tourette's.
Okay.
All right.
And DJ says, hi, TT&V. I feel like I'm deathly afraid of the speed bumps that can happen during my manifestation. And I know you mentioned Neville said that they will happen. I think my control of trying to mess with the middles is the fear and trying to prevent the speed bumps. What are some ways to imply that my wish was fulfilled smoothly and easily? Thanks in advance.
All right, so when people are out there talking about monkeys and manifesting, that's mine. Right? I'm coming out claws open just
and
for
Dream
fun.
Ribbon Day sounds to me.
Yeah, so
With the speed bumps.
right. So,
Would
so
be
ready?
Perfect for you.
So-
Next January.
So, yeah, you can wait.
Wait.
Yeah, a lot of shit can happen between now and then. Like more lockdowns. They're talking about them at the pool now.
Really?
So, oh yeah, there's 2 more deviations of the deviation. We're gonna have more lockdowns. It's like, are you guys fucking serious still?
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yes.
So ready? You're afraid of the speed bumps. Now check this out. This is really cool. So the speed bumps that can happen during my manifestation, I know you mentioned Neville said that they will happen. He didn't say that. Your life, and I didn't say that, your life, you're going to have speed bumps in life because of shit you've previously imagined. There is nothing going on in your life that you haven't put there. Nothing.
That you haven't previously imagined.
Yeah, you've imagined something. It's there because of what you've accepted. As soon as you stop accepting it, here's what a lot of people do, right? So they go, right, because there may be a speed bump, right? So I'll prepare for the speed bump because there could be another speed bump. I'll prepare for that speed bump. You know, if you think about it, a couple years ago, the word loogie, nobody knew what it was. Right, the loogie wasn't here, and suddenly, and
a lot of people still don't know.
a lot of people
talking about?
Yeah, what's he talking about? Right now, here's the fun thing: you can always imagine there's going to be more shit shows, or you can stop it. I swear to God, past couple of years have not been bad for us. It hurt me physically because of some shit I imagined, not because of Dictator Dan, but because of shit that I imagined about Dictator Dan.
Yeah.
Right, and when I changed what I was imagining. Yeah, I was back at the pool in like 3 days. Right? Now this is what's really cool. Terry Morris, I want to talk to you. Right now I'm going to talk at you, right? But I do want to talk to you.
Yes.
About some cool shit, my friend. So here's the cool... Terry, we have to have a talk. Right? Oh, doesn't that mean we're going to imagine a... Victoria, we're going to have a talk. Yeah, look at her radio. So you will have speed bumps in your life. that doesn't mean that every manifestation is going to have a speed bump. It's sort of like this. I've imagined up Victoria's Yum, and she is cooking like a demon today.
I have been the last 2 days as well.
Oh, it has a couple days. I mean, you've been just cooking and cooking and cooking.
I know.
And it's given me this massive problem because I don't know what my favorite meal is of hers anymore. So I can't tell her. And I'd like to communicate with my wife. So that's a speed bump. All this good shit, or I can just imagine, you know what, I appreciate her. Here's the cool thing. When you hit a speed bump, you keep driving to McDonald's. You don't, like, get out of the car, fill it full of petrol, and toss in a cigarette lighter, right? It would be an expensive trip to go to McDonald's then. And that's what's cool. You get to notice, well, I have speed bumps. Absolutely. Yeah, you will have speed bumps in life. Not necessarily for every imaginable act. I mean, I don't have to imagine the house burning down to have lunch, right? On the other hand, will there be a shitstorm somewhere on the planet? Yes. And so you get to have this attitude of, I don't need to control anything. I don't need to control everything. What I get to do is choose what goes on my plate. As soon as you start choosing what goes on your plate, this whole thing of having to watch every thought carefully because something I might imagine, or this control issue, I must like, oh, fuck me. Right? I gave up being a cop years ago to do something a lot more fun. But stay tuned. Burning Down the House. That was a good song. Who sung that, Darkery? Let us know. So.
Okay, so that was for DJ in Manifesting Mastery. Thanks very much for your question.
By the way, you notice I didn't give you a technique to do? Here's the thing. Here's the theme of today's show. Ready? Everybody write this down. Hashtag stop imagining shit.
Hashtag stop imagining shit.
Because a lot of people, they imagine shit, and then they go, I'm not imagining shit, so I'm not going to wipe my ass. And then they don't wipe their ass and they get a rash. And they say, I didn't imagine getting a rash. You got it? I'm serious. Like, this is my fucking life. It's like, stop imagining shit. That way you don't have to deny you imagine shit. In other words, I'm not going to wipe my ass. I didn't imagine shit. And then what happens? You get a rash. Well, I didn't imagine a rash. Well, guess what? Everyone's been saying, you be stinking.
You be stinking.
Anyway, hashtag you be stinking. Oh, my God.
Okay.
So,
Excellent.
The talking heads.
Oh, talking heads.
And
yeah.
Coral, take a shower. Exactly. Get the stink off. Baptizo, even.
Okay.
I'm an immersion kind of guy. Anyway, let us continue.
The next question's from Kelly on Facebook. We keep fighting.
Hashtag stop imagining shit. Let's do it.
Okay. And Kelly asks, my boyfriend and I have been fighting almost every time we see each other lately.
Right.
Move in together.
Yeah,
No.
yeah, exactly. You each need a butter knife in your right hands. So you tie your left hands together and you move in together.
Yeah.
Anyway.
He's dealing with work stress and I'm dealing with an injury. We're both easily offended by the other and always on edge. He's suggesting we break up, at least for now, for both of us to work on ourselves. But I don't want to lose him. What should I do?
All right, work on yourself probably doesn't mean work on yourself, right? I don't know what it means. But
I'll go out and find someone else.
Yep, shagging buddy or something. Now, here's the fun thing. Ready? So you've been fighting almost every time you see each other. Oh, my God. Your history doesn't define your mystery. Right? Just because yesterday was... Think about this. I was born in Mount Pleasant, Pennsylvania. Somebody write that down. Right?
Mount Pleasant, Pennsylvania.
I was born at Frick Hospital, Mount Pleasant, Pennsylvania.
2 pound 4 ounces.
2 pound 4 ounces. Little fucker.
I
right?
remember this.
Yeah,
Yes.
see, she's heard this before. She listens to me talk
a
in my
few
sleep,
times.
right?
Yes.
You should see what my sleep shows are like. But anyway, where I was born, how big I was, didn't determine where I'm going to live and how much I weigh. Fuck, it's obvious. But here's the thing. Thank you, Joe Weldon. Look at that. By the way, so I dated a girl from Mount Pleasant, right? I was a policeman in Mount Pleasant. I was also a policeman in Salzburg and West Newton. I also dated a girl from Gratstown, of all the godforsaken places.
Godforsaken.
And other places
There
too.
might be someone from
right?
Gratstown listening.
Wouldn't that be cool? Like all 4 of them, right?
Godforsaken.
They have a primitive Methodist church. I always thought, what do they do? Walk around with clubs and wear skins?
Methodist.
Yeah, Primitive Methodist Church in Gratstown, Pennsylvania. Anyway, where I was born doesn't determine where I live. How much I weighed when I was born doesn't determine how much I weigh now, right?
No, not at all. all.
Not at all, right? I've even lost more than 2 pounds 4 ounces probably 10 times recently, right? So it's like losing 10 of me's,
Times you.
right?
Yes.
Yeah, 10 times little me's. So, and this is what's fun. We keep fighting. You notice what I'm bringing into this? Humor. Why do you fight? You're imagining serious. Stop imagining shit.
I was just
Serious.
going to say that. Hashtag stop imagining shit again.
Yes. Yeah. When you go serious, when somebody tells me I'm serious, that tells me you've lost your humor, right? You got to have humor. And if you're imagining serious, that means you're going right. Just because we fought yesterday means we're going to fight worse tomorrow, right? I can't wait to see them so I can fight with them. You know, every time I see them in my mind, I fight with them mentally, right? Just like, for God's sake, right? This whole, and there's the textbook answer. It's called inner arguments versus inner conversations and all that shit. But here's the thing. As long as you let history determine mystery, there's no mystery because you know what tomorrow's going to bring. But let us continue. Kelly, this is a great question. It fits in perfectly with the what? Stop imagining shit
Yes.
show.
Excellent.
Let us continue.
Thank you, Kelly. So the next question is actually from TT, exploring the coffee game.
All right. This is the first of two.
Okay. So TT asks Bob, what would actually be different in your day if your wish were fulfilled? Bob replies, I'd just be super relaxed and confident. And TT asks Bob, how would you experience that in an actual event of your day?
You've got to anchor this shit in. If you don't, it remains abstract. Now, a lot of people tend to go, well, but I'm an abstract kind of guy. Well, how's that fucking working for you? Well, like, sometimes it, like, wow, right? I get it. Then there are the concrete kind of people. I drank coffee yesterday. I'm drinking coffee today. Now, I did an experiment. I love doing these little 30, 60, 90-day experiments, right? And so I've been drinking a lot of coffee. Can you tell? Right? But I took out a little bit of coffee and added some mushroom, right? Because it's really cool. And I go, I'm actually liking this cordyceps shit, right?
In the morning.
So I have my coffee, a little less coffee, a little bit of, what do we call it? Cordyceps, right? Oh, Google cordyceps. Talk about weird shit, right? So I'm drinking coffee and weird shit, right? But here's the cool thing. Anchor it into your day with something. Because if it's like, yeah, I'd feel, what were the words? Relaxed and confident.
Yes.
It's abstract. So where in your day would you experience that relaxed and confident? Would you drink one sip of coffee differently? Would you look at her differently? You see, if I'm relaxed and confident, and I look at her and I go, yo. All right, if I'm all strung out and stressed out and I look at her and I go, ugh. Right? And it's not her. That's the thing. She's the same human being. It's the subjective experience. So we really want to nail that. This is all about subjective experience, and experiences beyond concept. I get people, they tell me, I've got a great idea for a business. And I say, cool, what's your idea? So that's a great idea. Right? An idea is not a business. Yet you have to put structures in around it for it to become a business. And this is the same kind of thing. I've got a great idea. You got to build in the structures. The structures are subjective experience. In other words, what would be different in your day? Both internally, yeah, and externally, yeah. So, doobie-doo bop 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 bop. Oh, I can't wait to see this duplicated imitated out there and copyrighted. I can't wait to see it because it's coming. Anyway, let us continue.
Okay, so thank you, TT Exploring.
Yes, we got another one. This is good. This is such a good day. Oh, yeah, by the way, remember, hashtag stop imagining what?
Shit. Yes.
All right.
Remember that.
So
the next, look, there's Angel. I wonder if that's Angel from the show, from Dexter.
Andrew wears nice hats, too.
He does.
Yes.
But he wears Hawaiian shirts. Thank God you don't do that.
Oh, I would.
Oh, I know.
I should get one.
No.
Oh, it'd be great for a show. Somebody hashtag Hawaiian shirt if you want to see Double T in a Hawaiian shirt.
God. That's the show.
Angel says, so thankful to find you live. You know, here's what's cool, Angel, right?
Yes.
I used to go visit a friend of mine who was in prison in Pennsylvania. And it was in, where the fuck was this? Stephen King had a a cabin nearby where he would write.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And so I'd go, you couldn't smoke cigars in the hotel room, but you could smoke cigars at the local bar. They let you smoke anything there. So I'd go in there, and the bartender got to know us, and then she'd be like, "Are you sticking around for the live band this weekend?"
The live band.
And I'll be thinking, the live band as compared to what? The dead one? Like, seriously, this was Stephen Kingville. But I've got stories. Meanwhile, yeah, it is great to have you here, Angel. Thank you.
Yeah, you're in the UK. We're in Australia. So
She used to be in the UK. She was there for like 10 years. She can talk funny and shit, too.
I can.
Yeah.
Oh, will she?
There she goes. It turns me on. She can turn me on in 4 different dialects of English.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Okay.
I wonder who I can offend today.
The next question's from Shelley. He writes about vampires. ...
Angel's laughing. That's good.
No, stick cool.
And she's laughing. LOL.
Oh.
Right. So I could say, very wrong not to laugh. Very wrong. See, that's English, but it's Chinese English. I can try to offend other people now. This is great.
Cool.
Oh, you are.
All right. And Shelley asks, I would buy Q's book on the coffee game. So just let me interrupt for 1 second. Q's book, for all of you that are new here, haven't heard us say this before, available on Amazon. 20 just explained what the coffee game's all about in the previous question. Fantastic little book that he's got.
Yeah, it's like
there,
$3.
isn't it? It's
right?
$3.
Like, Jesus.
Okay, so I'll start again. Shelley asks, I would buy Q's book on the coffee game, but he also writes about vampires. I won't buy anything from anyone who writes about vampires. I had nightmares about them when I was 7 years old.
All right, Shelley. Cool. Now, here's what's cool. So I'll put it closer to Victoria. You're going to have to look at the mic or something because I can't get it any closer.
Why is it not? Is it? It's Felice. Yes, okay.
All right.
I'll try and.
All right.
Anyway,
So,
Shelley said she won't buy Q's book because he writes about vampires.
all right. So here's what's really cool. You could let what else Q does that you're not exposed to determine whether or not you invest in something that might benefit you. Again, I'm just nailing shit today because I also noticed you've been with us for just over 3 years, 1,097 days. You haven't bought anything from me. So
Hasn't bought Manifesting Mastery.
So is it because I was divorced or that I was poor or that I have a willy? I mean, there's all kind of reasons why you can. By the way, you might not be interested in buying anything from me. That's fine. But I'm always curious about excuses because, so Q writes about vampires. He also writes about me. Some people don't like it when people write about people. It's just, at the end of the day, you get to go, my God, like, what excuses am I making important? You're making his history of writing about vampires. What if he never wrote about them again? But he wrote about them once.
Yeah.
Right? So if he wrote about them once but doesn't write about them anymore,
once, 20 years ago.
Should I hold that against him?
Yeah.
It just becomes a royal clusterfuck no matter what. Coral says it right. Yeah, she says she's never bought anything from me. From me. She goes, I've bought things for me, meaning her. Oh, fuck, when I read that.
Very nice.
But that's perfect because
Yes.
because it's all about you. Right? So it's not about, well, Q wrote about vampires and I had nightmares when I was 7. So it's Q's past and your past that you're letting get in the way of your present and future.
Mystery bit.
Right.
Again.
So it's like, right, so you're mentioning shit about a guy you don't know because he wrote something that you haven't read. It's like the people that tell me, I'm not happy since I didn't get what I didn't want. And it's just like, and by the way, that linguistically sounds funny, but I meet these people at the pool. They're not happy for not getting what they didn't want. And it's like, wow, you've actually run out of shit to complain about. Fascinating. So here's my suggestion, right? Dive deeper somewhere, anywhere. Yeah, I don't care where.
Hashtag stop imagining shit.
Stop imagining shit, because obviously, this is another one of those things, just like the other day, 3 years later, still haven't done manifestingmasterycourse.com. It's like 3 years. Obviously, I suck at what I do, and I'm a liar. Right? And what it really comes down to is you don't believe in something. let us hear Victoria. I can't shove the microphone up her ass. I'm sorry. Right? Like, this is as close as it gets. Right? So here's the thing. Notice what your excuses are and kill them, because they're killing you. So, and that's what a vampire really is about. But I digress. All right, Bruce. Nope. Off later.
Off you go.
Off.
Off you go. You good boy.
All right. Now, apparently, you have to actually get in front of the microphone.
Okay. I'm here. Excellent. So that was for Shelley. Thank you very much for your question, Shelley.
Doobie-doo-bop-bop. All right, we're getting some love.
And the last question today is from Andrew on Facebook. Neville Goddard, purpose in life. And Andrew asks, did Neville Goddard say anything about us having a purpose in life?
Absolutely.
Growing up, I was taught that we have a purpose, and I've heard many gurus and such say this over the years.
Growing up, I was afraid of vampires. Yeah, and some people say there are these things known as spiritual vampires. I guess they could be succubuses or incubuses, or maybe they just drive buses instead of you driving the bus. But I digress.
Okay. I've tried for many years to find what my purpose is, but in all honesty, I don't think I have a purpose. People say, I won't say what I was going to say, sorry. People say...
Say whatever you want.
I was going to say, I'll dine out.
Yeah, why not? No, but you aren't living. And I'll tell you why. So I'll let her continue in a moment, because I can grab the microphone. You came here for a divine purpose. That's to know imagination. To do that, you get to do two things. One, you will wake up. You will experience the pattern, the promise. The second side of the coin is you came here to know imagination. This is why I love the Joseph Goddard method. Before my feet hit the floor, before I can go take a pee in the morning, I nail 5 to 10, 6 to 12 specific wins of my day. This is why I've got attitude. This is why a lot of people don't like me, because I decide I live my life my way. Just simple. Jenny's here. Yo, Jen.
Hello, Jen.
How you doing? Look at that. I need something to drink. Get me some water. So, ready? Oh, the good old days. So, ready? So here's what's really fun. Before I get out of bed, before my feet hit the floor, I've nailed 5 to 10, 6 to 12. Specific events of today, not just general things, specific events having gone my way. Emmett! Now somebody will get offended that I just yelled at my dog. I don't care. Because here's the thing. Your purpose is to know imagination. To do that, you get to start exploring the truth about you that sets you free. To do that, you have to start believing in you. To do that, you start out. What do I want today? What are my specific events? I'm going to the pool. We're doing a show, a podcast. I just nail these things before I get out of bed. I imagine what implies each one of them was nailed. If you're not in the habit of that, here's what happens. See, my day is this. I'm searching for a purpose, something that'll make me happy. I'm searching for something that will fulfill my need to serve humanity. All this bullshit shows up. You came here to know imagination. In the process of knowing imagination, I can promise you this. It's the difference between being intrinsically motivated and extrinsically. Intrinsic motivation means the reason I don't kill people is because I don't kill people. Extrinsically motivated, well, I get caught. Right? What's in it for me? Right? I'm not a fan of this. What I'm a fan of is when you discover your love, you do the loving thing. When you forget your love, you go attack or defense. I'm not attacking people at all. I'm attacking bullshit. Because when you stop imagining shit and you stop ignoring that you're imagining shit, you don't have to get a rash. Not a fan of rashes. Let's face it. If I was on a dating thing, if Victoria suddenly died and I go, well, I'll get on the cinder or whatever the fuck it's called, and I go, right, I'm looking for women with rashes, right? I guarantee that is not what's going on. Maybe there's one guy on the planet, right? But it's you know what? You get to stop all the bullshit. Just it's simple. Angel, I apologize if this is your first time with us.
Yeah, we're not normally
yeah, we're not normally well. Anyway,
yeah.
So let's continue with Andrew's thing.
Okay, so Andrew goes on. People say find a dream job or turn a hobby into a job, But in all honesty, I have no desire to turn a hobby into a job. I've tried to turn hobbies into jobs, and it killed my passion for doing those things altogether. I'm not sure if there's anything I really enjoy doing at this point, and I feel really stuck. Does anyone else feel this way?
So you can chase. So a lot of people, they live their life like they're running a marathon. Somewhere out there is a finish line, and so they're pushing to get to the finish line. Game over, right? They also are wondering how fast. Who's coming up on my back? So chase leads to automatically feeling chased. On the other hand, dance leads to more dance. And this is why we do what we do. We always talk about our programs. But here's the thing, like Olive Ice says, good, no finish line. I'm not interested in being finished. At some point, I'll drop over and go on my next adventure, but I guarantee I'm not done. And this is the thing, because if you're searching for the passion and when you find it, that is not how it happens. This whole thing, here's a problem that I have. I have many interests, right? And the problem that I have with interests is they either make me money or cost me money. And I go, wow, how can I just experience more abundance both ways? Yeah. And it's just fun. I mean, I asked the accountant one day a couple of years ago, I says, Graham, what's it going to take for me to make money drinking whiskey?
I know,
right?
or smoking cigars.
Yeah, and it just spun him out because, I mean, you can legally drink whiskey here. It is expensive. You can legally smoke cigars, but they charge like a fuck ton of money on taxes on the darn things.
So you want to have a business around it.
But it's like, you know what? But how can I build a business around it? So I did. Right? So what I started doing, by the way, I never wrote a cigar off, didn't bother, because I probably get a little picky about that. But I found myself enjoying smoking when I do group calls, just for fun, right? So here's the whole thing. When you stop chasing happiness, you can just have some fun. I have fun imagining the Joseph Goddard thing, 5 to 10, 6 to 12. I sent you the link on that. Go study that. Do exactly what I say, and you'll get daily wins, and you'll appreciate them. Because some people go, I really don't want to do that because there'll be stuff I really don't appreciate, and it's little shit and so on, but dive deeper. All right, so growing up, I was taught purpose, gurus. I love gurus. I mean, you put gurus and mustard in a bowl, but the only thing that's nutritionally valuable is usually the mustard. But anyway. All right, I think I hit that pretty well.
So it was for Andrew on Facebook.
That's right.
And I mean, maybe the stop imagining shit, the hashtag stop imagining shit applies as well.
Oh, yeah, totally.
It could be instead of I have no purpose, I don't feel like I've got a purpose. I don't know, it's just...
I'm going to eat lunch today. There's that joke about the three guys on the girder, right? Three. That's how we do a three. So there's the three guys on the girder, and the one opens up his thing. He goes, "Oh my God, I've got whatever I have today." Yeah. The next guy opens up his lunch. He goes, "Oh my God, I've got this today." The third one opens up his lunch. He goes, "Peanut butter sandwiches. I hate peanut butter sandwiches." The next day, "Oh my God, what do I got? Oh my God, what do I got? Peanut butter sandwiches again. I hate peanut butter sandwiches. If I get peanut butter sandwiches one more day in a row, I'm jumping." Next day, "Oh my God, I got this. Oh my God, I got this. Peanut butter." Right?
Yeah, but he packed his lunch.
But he packed his own lunch. Right? Anyway, we could call it a shit sandwich.
I've probably all heard that before. Hello, Bruce Roop.
Bruce Roop. Hoo-ha.
Okay, so
right.
Tell us, what was your hashtag strawberry bit?
Victoria.
Someone hadn't heard you say it before.
We got one.
You got one laugh.
Yay, I got one laugh.
Sorry.
Right. Hey, I keep seeing to move the mic closer. We're doing what we can do. Right? Yeah, in the replay it'll be higher.
Yeah.
But it's like I can't get it. It's
any closer.
It's 6 inches away from her mouth. So
it is very close.
Maybe you need to talk louder. Yeah. See,
so my hashtag strawberry bit was hashtag stop imagining shit. Because that's what it all comes down to. It's your imagination. What you imagine, that's what you're going to get.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
We're working on some cool shit about monkeys and limos and stuff. And again, this will get copied. Right, so I'm claiming it. This is mine. So there's two main monkeys, right? The two monkeys are rational and emotional. And you can always find the people in the law of attraction are going, what you think creates your thoughts. No, your thoughts create your stuff. Yep, thoughts produce things, right? So that's one monkey, rational monkey, who rationalizes the shit out of everything. Then there's the emotional monkey, feeling, oh, I'm really happy, happy, joy, joy. Imagine my alignment, fuck all that. There is a rational part of you that needs to make distinctions. There's an emotional part of you that gets to experience aliveness and connectedness. But when the monkeys try to lead the show, it's always a shit show, and there's a lot of serious. Right? You see how serious we are? I'm focused. I'm highly intensely focused. But I also find when people do have things like, or they're not intensely focused. They're just intense. Or they're focused on. But they don't have the combination of the two. So that's my strawberry bit. Sneaky shit behind the scenes. Doobie-doo-bop-bop-bop.
Cool.
All right.
So that was our hashtag strawberry bits.
Let's get it closer to you.
While you type in yours, how does that sound? Go to easymanifestingmethods.com.
That's right. Lisa and LaRock came here to know imagination. That is the rightness.
Join our 90-day adventure at manifestingmasterycourse.com.
That's right. It's $1 a day. And for the people that have been here for like 3 years, seriously, 2 in 1 week. I just love this shit because going slow just means you're imagining shit. Oh, I don't know if I'll get $1 a day out of it. Really? Really? Good Lord.
And for refunds, visit our YouTube channel, feelitrealfun.com.
That's right. Over 1,000 things there. So the average thing there is probably about 10 minutes. So it's like 10,000 minutes of thing. Oh. Olivace's rocks. Boom.
Yeah, I think Angela was saying maybe she's considering it. I don't know.
All right, Angela. Boom. We haven't scared you off. That's lovely. All right, my rudeness.
Yes.
Unbelievable.
Cool.
I am what I am.
Yeah, I saw that. Thank you, Lisa.
Victoria does
Dressed
look
up
lovely
for the
today.
show.
Seriously, she like. I get to imagine her being yummy and yummy lunch.
Wow, that's a lot.
Oh.
I think so. That's a big call.
That's right. Jenny says, looking amazing.
Yeah,
Thanks, Jenny.
Good one, Jen.
Boom.
I'm sure you
nice
are
to see you.
Yeah.
Doobie-doo-bop-bop-bop. I love your outfit.
Okay, so
All right.
that was our show today. Have a great day, night, weekend, and
All
we'll
right.
catch you next week.
Yes. Is a female chef a chef or a chefette?
No, I'd just be a chef.
What about chiffon? Anyway, all right.
Yeah.
Help me, Coral. Have a lovely day, everyone.
The vampire hats are the bomb. Never thought about that. That's true. Could be vampire
Is
hats.
this a vampire hat?
Well, they're black hats.
All right.
So it's a bit like...
Oh, my God.
Because we had the question
For people that
on
don't like
vampire.
vampires, now we're scaring
I
them.
know.
Oh, my
She
God.
probably couldn't even stick around for the show.
Oh, no,
her question.
she probably doesn't. Well, she wouldn't know we have a show, probably.
No, but when you send her it, she'll probably tune straight out.
Oh,
So I
definitely.
think we look like vampires.
That's right.
Okay.
All right.
See ya.
Boom.